Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 14th of April. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Horsens Iron, Caprail Limited, Linus, Costa Group and Adairs. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter each Thursday, but our better ideas come out in the Dynamic Investor Report every Tuesday, so make sure you've subscribed to that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. But our main business, of course, is in portfolio management. So if you'd like to have a broking account with me and have me alert you in real time when I think it's time to buy or sell something, then please let me know and I'll explain how that works. And all our advice here, of course, is general only. So this is the daily chart of HIO, so going back a year, obviously a massive run up we've seen over the last several months. So just looking back at, the last few months, so we had this, consolidation here and then this big sort of move here at the end of March. We went from 20 cents to sort of towards about 27, breaking this high. So that was the buy signal. I know a lot of people are scared of big moves like that, but to do that on this, on a big increase in volume was the initial buy signal. And look, now it's still trading well. Obviously, we've seen a massive move. There's no reversals yet, so no signs that it will reverse apart from the fact that it's gone up vertically. So look, I think with something like this, I wouldn't be surprised if, we've basically had a number of days here in a row where it's been up strongly. I wouldn't be surprised if today it opens higher, but by the end of the day, it's lower. The trend is still there, but you might want to consider even trimming some of it and just keeping an eye on it. I think in terms of entry points, you can't be buying up at, after massive moves like this. You need consolidations like that. But yeah, look, at the moment, still trading well, and all I do is consider trimming back into this strength. Okay, Caprail, so, gone higher over the last year, but it's taken the scenic route compared to that other stock. So look, most recently, we've had this peak in January, and what it's done is it has formed sort of a lower low and a couple of lower highs. So when you look at that, it's a negative and big ranges. However, what we could see at the moment is it is congesting under this resistance line, which could be a positive. So I think it's worth just watching to see what it does up at resistance here. I think if it congests under this line and then pops through, that would actually be a good sign and would be a buy signal. Otherwise, if it just fails again and starts to head back down here into the range, then I'd treat that as a negative, and you could sort of sell it at the top of the range because it may well head back to the bottom part. Okay, now Linus. So we had most recently sort of an upside break, but failed the following day. So it's obviously back into the range now. Interesting to see that it's this level here at 950 should offer pretty strong support. And then obviously the next line of support is the February low. So we've essentially got a big trading range here. It's in the middle of it. It's at an intermediate support level with another one nearby. So just worth keeping an eye on what it might do here. There's still I think a good chance that it can recover. We only have to look back to this trading range, where again it sort of went to a new high, failed, went back to the bottom, bounced off, and then resumed the trend. So at the moment, it's obviously not kicking on with this uptrend, but it's just back in this range. All right, Costa Group. So basically trending lower here. Looks like it's trying to break that now. it's made some higher highs, which is initially a good sign. Just a lot of levels here that it needs to work through, so it's going to be hard work. I mean, at the moment it's back to what also looks like a resistance level here around 340. So that looks like it should be a major level, so it's run up to that. Ideally, if you were looking to buy it, you'd want to see it cool off here and head sideways a bit, then break 340, and I think that would be the buy signal if that were to occur. So I think it's just one to keep an eye on at the moment, not worth chasing at the moment. Okay, finally Adair's. So, trending lower, and then, it looked like it was trying to move higher, and then clearly it broke support, closed down here. So, break of support here near 340, bounced. As soon as it got there, all the selling kicked in again. So, it's not looking good. It's quite a negative sign. Now there seems to be some sort of support around these levels here, but we could see that the bounces are quite feeble, so it's not making any progress as it bounces. So that's actually a negative sign as well. It looks dangerous. So it keeps knocking on the door of support, but not being able to get off it. So that just tells me it's just a matter of time until it breaks support, and then you've got another decent move lower. Okay, well that's all for this week. As always, if you have a request, send it through. We'll try to include it next Thursday.